no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Ayy, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for whatever, I'll be front and center. Don't fly too close to the sun, your body chopped up by propellers. Came in arrogant, but left out in a stretcher. Fuck the comparison, y'all know y'all couldn't replicate it. Chillin' in the desert, I'm good under pressure.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground, with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, show 'em what we bout.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground, with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, fuck what they was talking about. All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Ayy, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for whatever, I'll be front and center. Quick to sever, however, whoever. Raining from above, we shooting down through your umbrella. Ayy, getting fed up, nothing you could tell us. Snapping every shot I take, just wait till it develops.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground, with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, show 'em what we bout.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground, with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, fuck what they was talking
Stick
about.
around when we hold it down, look at what we found. From the ground, with me to the clouds, never coming down. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground, with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, fuck what they was talking about.
Turning practice to perfection took some trying. Who'da thought that I'd get my next blessing from some lines? I turned this rap shit into my profession and defied all they projections. No ceiling on what's manifesting in my mind, cause I get stronger when the pressure build. More hunger, what's next to kill. Grind with the time I had to get paid over time. This so refined, just peep the detail. And it's all for retail. I used to get my inspo from the store that was for. Now we don't cross my mind so much cause everything high. I don't even check the traffic flow cause everything fly. Before us whips, now I got extra keys. Just text my lady, I'm the greatest, she said yes indeed. Can't play it safe, I'm taking risks cause I know what could be. Where that could lead, you best believe I'll be the first to see. I paid the price to know my worth so I can't work for free. And put my soul in every moment, it's all sacrifice just by what you think worth the bleed. What you think worth the scars? Girl, it's way more to the world than fancy cars. We gon' live today, we might not see tomorrow. You gon' miss the galaxy, try and see the stars. Contemplate daily what's gon' get us far. No need to buy the world cause it's already ours. And I'm no longer searching for another reason. When I'm through with this earth, I might just rise up out the dirt and ball another season. 20s, 50s, 100s, I wanted it's mine. Planning the purchase, I'm buying land and the purpose divine. Pull out a family, one roof to stack, it won't cost them a dime. Feel me up seeing my people eat, that's the mark of a done. Can't be losing focus in the clutch, that's gon' cost you your prime. I took precaution, man, been at work since I first saw the sign. X by my cursive and I ain't slipped since I dotted the line. Make sure the ethic match my ambition and wait for the time when drinks is on me. Thanks I don't need. I done had this plan since both jeans and long tees. No extended hands that didn't feed, I'm on freeze. Cause I ain't got the battery to spin, I'm low key. I done put my TK in 10 times, no lie, I did the job. Had to wash my hands on wind, lay down at night and get to God. It had been so many times inside, I thought when nothing left. I was on my way up thinking I would fall, but took a step.
that side. Smartphone for the dumb bread. Clip full of the bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset on the next move. No time for the head game. Kush pack in the backpack. Nap time in the night side. Smartphone for the dumb bread. Clip full of the bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset for the next move. No time for the head game. I'm a player, you a parody. Bad bitch, 2 braids like a Cherokee. So much that I might need a parody. Smoke dope and I might need therapy. I be flyed in a bitch, young parakeet. Apparently, these niggas don't know who I be. Last time I came to the show, so you paid at the door and I slid in, no ID. You ain't cold like me. No, you see the name in neon. Prime time shit like Dion. Niggas ain't peas, they peons. Hit it in the bed, bad beyond. Neck on froze, on Freon. I ain't gotta tell her that we on. Shawty know she heard of the band and the brand and the type shit we on. Fuck they be on. Got a nigga leading this shit like Eons. He a fan, he a windmill. Top down on the coast, got a wind chill. But I'm grill, big fur, nigga chinchill. Tell him simmer down, sit still. Switch flows like knobs on the faucet. Tell him I need all of the profit. I'm off for the week shit. Probably off for a week shit. With a queen at the crib, got it looking like freak Nick. My flight about to head from the runway. It's noon, getting head on a Monday. Sunbathe on the beach on a Sunday. Niggas still getting paid from the one play. Pulled up in the what you call it. Eating on that, can't pronounce it. They seen I ain't announced it. Doing numbers like 8 accountants. Ducked off by the lake and mountains. Might make it sound like in the backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread. Clips full of the bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset on the next move. No time for the head game. Kush pack in the backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread. Clip full of the bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset for the next move. No time for the head game. I'm a vibe, I'm a trip, I'm a journey. I'm a dog at the game in the gurney. Yo, bitch probably came with the scurvy. She be playing more games than attorney. Turn up, turn wheel on the yacht deck. Cold drink, hardwood and a hot neck. Grotesque protest when I shop wreck. Got a now, give a fuck who got next. A good tall glass of the Merlot. Pin gang got the cash on turbo. Teed up with the iron like Top Golf. New whip with the top piece chopped off. Off work, I came to play. 2 blunts, tall Tanqueray. Don't simp, get paid today. That hate can't make a stay. Out west where the Lakers stay. And I'm still up getting to the bread like aisle 3. If it ain't about that, don't dial me. Put a little right in your act, baby. Do it for your bread and your black babies. Nigga, don't flex, just build muscle. I'm up, I still hustle. Ball game like Bill Russell. Rap game on Chris Wallace. Make a nigga wanna switch wallets. Give a fuck what a bitch call it. No shit for the faint of heart. Get rich, nigga, play your part. 5 bands, 2 days apart. This shit like ancient art. And I'm still in the hood like an engine. Slide 4 deep, done division. Papa my shit for the pension. Pretty little freak in the mentions. Checking her physique in dimensions. Let a nigga peep your position. In the backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread. Clips full of the bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset on the next move. No time for the head game. Kush pack in the backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread. Clips full of the bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset for the next move. No time for the head game.
What's going on? How y'all doing out there today on this Monday afternoon? It's 3 o'clock Central Time. Well, a little bit after 3. 3:10 to be exact. It's your boy Big Dog Bar. I'm coming straight out of Memphis 10 with another live for all y'all young ladies and young gentlemen out there. You know what I'm saying? For all my boomers and Gen X and millennials and older Gen Z, young ladies and young men, you know what I'm saying? It is I, the game coach, Big Dog Barking. And today, I want to talk about the psychology of men in relationships. How men think. And a lot of my content, some people say I be having my diatribes and I just be rambling and rambling and rambling. But like I say, us men need help. Us men need help. And this past weekend, and shout out to all the fathers for Father's Day yesterday. Hope y'all had a good Father's Day. But over this past weekend, I noticed that y'all be with the shit. Y'all be with the shit. And I'm a Gen Xer. I'm in my 40s. And when I hear guys that's in the same generation as me, a little bit under me, all the way down to my son's age, and I don't see a lot on these spaces in YouTube. I might catch them doing, gaming or music or something like that, but I don't catch a lot on in these relationship spaces. But what I realize is yet y'all have a lot of high school antics going on to be grown men, to be wanting the respect of a man, but y'all do a lot of childish middle school, high school antics, behaviors. And I can understand because I once was 25, I once was 30, I was 18. So I understand. I understand a lot of things that's going on with y'all right now in your life. You in your prime. You know what I'm saying? You want to be in a relationship. You want to be hooked up. You want to have a woman, a girlfriend, potential wife, or whatever the case may be. I understand that. But at this point in your life, you're still trying to figure out what type of man you is. I get it. I get it. You might didn't have a good example of a father figure in your house. You probably were raised by overly emotional women. You know what I'm saying? You might have been raised by extra sensitive men. It's different dynamics to who you are right now as a man. And it's understandable. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to figure out what type of guy you is. That's cool. It is what it is. And like I said, your maturity level ain't where it's supposed to be at. Because you still thinking you're in college or high school, middle school. You still thinking that the things you did in your early teens and your early 20s is still gonna help you in life. You still think that the way you acted, the frats, the way you acted in these football team, basketball team, the way you acted just in general in life up until 25, 30, you think you can carry that until your late 30s and early 40s. You still want to be that, the Peter Pan syndrome. You don't never want to grow up. Yeah, your body might be getting bigger and your hair might be getting gray, and you can't bounce back from injuries as quickly as you used to, but you still want to be Peter Pan. You don't want to grow up. You have a maturity problem. You Peter Pan in a 30-year-old body. And on top of that, you lack the emotional intelligence. You don't know how to read a room. Either you don't know how to read a room or you don't want to read the room. You still want to do what you want to do. You want to throw your weight around and It is what it is. I'm the big man on campus type mentality. So you're trying to figure out what kind of man you is, and your maturity level is low. You're not acting like a grown man, and you don't have the emotional intelligence to read a room. That's part of the problems men have right now. Add on to the fact is that you got to get money. You got to find a good paying job, good paying career. So you got to get money. You still dealing with past traumas from your family or past relationships. And on top of that, there's a lot of expectations placed on you. You're at a crossroads. You're at a crossroads. A lot of men, a lot of late, I would say younger Gen X, millennials, older Gen Z, a lot of y'all is in this same boat. Is that you have one side of the track where you don't want to get better, you don't want to get older, you don't want to grow the fuck up. And then you had the other side of reality slapping you in the face that you got to get money, you got to get past your traumas, and it's a lot of expectations placed on your shoulders as a man. I got you. I understand it. I understand it completely. And in today's landscape, this modern landscape, modern dating that we talking about, 2025, 2024, you can go back 15 years, whenever the manosphere and the red pill and all this, these talking points and whatever the case may be have started and came about, where men have a voice to say what they want to say about how they feel and how they look at women and how they look at life and shit like that. This is modern times. And I say a lot of times is that these guys don't be wrong. That be the one thing that bothers me. Well, I ain't gonna say bothers me, but it's the one thing about these conversations that I be like, they not wrong. They're extreme. They're not wrong. They're extreme. And it's like a lot of time when I tell my wife shit, you know what I'm saying? She'll sit up there and she'll say some shit and she'll make it bigger than what it really is. And I have to tell her, it's like, you're not wrong. It's just you over exaggerate. You making the situation bigger than what it really is for whatever dramatic effect you're trying to get. I can acknowledge the situation and I can say how much I put into this situation to have it in a bad look, but you'll over exaggerate the situation. You'll over exaggerate my involvement in the situation to make it seem like it was just downright catastrophic. And the truth of the matter is, it wasn't that bad. It may be bad to you. And she said that a plenty of times. It's like, it may not be that bad to you, but it's bad to me. And I'm like, I can put this situation in a lot of people's faces and they were like, it ain't that serious. You're making it that serious. So the same way I could tell my wife about certain situations, how she's over exaggerating the situation to make it seem worse than what it really is. That's why I hear a lot of times in these spaces. And I've been hearing it for the past 6 years since I've been on YouTube and listening and watching and all that right there. It's an over exaggeration. It's there, but these content creators make it bigger than what it really is. They like to put every woman in the West in the same box of she ain't shit, she hypergamous, she this. And the truth of the matter is, to any men out there listening right now, The truth of the matter is different strokes for different folks. See, a lot of the problems is you men now, and again, Gen X, millennials, Gen Z, even some boom, even some boomers. The problem is y'all want to put all the women in the same box because you can't get what you want out of women. You say all of them on the same agenda, all of them want power, all of them want say so. This. Different strokes for different folks. Different strokes for different folks. If you're a man that's actively talking to women and try to get in relationships and shit like that, you know for a fact I can line you up in front of 10 women. 10. That's a small number. 10 women. I can line you up in front of 10 women, and I guarantee at least 2 of them going. No questions asked. At least 2 of them going to give you what you want. No questions asked. Whether you want to be in a relationship, whether you trying to get that one night stand, whatever the case may be, at least 2 of them going to give you what you want. Another 2 ain't studying you. They don't care about you. They ain't trying to look in your direction. They already straight. They already got a dude. They ain't trying to violate their relationship. It is what it is. Then it's another 2 that don't like men at all. And I said this over and over again. It's a sales tactic. 2 of them going for whatever you down for. 2 of them ain't trying to bother you. They don't want nothing to do with you. And 2 of them don't even like me. That's 6 out of 10. Now the other 4 that's left, guess what? They're on the fence. They're looking, they're listening. They need convincing for you to try. They need to be convinced for you to get them. They want to be sold to. Sell them. Now the problem is that you have this again, this jock, frat boy mentality going into a reality. And you still thinking you the big man on campus and you can just get any female you want because you can throw a football 60 yards. You can got a 40-inch vertical. You can pitch 90, 100 miles per hour, whatever the case may be. You got all the swag in the world. You got the mouthpiece. You got a little paper in your pocket. Whatever the case may be. You still using that young boy mentality when life is kicking you in your ass. You still thinking you that little young boy, innocent or whatever the case may be, that's growing up and trying shit and getting lucky with women in a reality that's kicking your ass and asking you to grow the fuck up. This is what's one of the problems. This is what's one of the problems. Y'all don't want to grow up. That ain't the only problem. That's one of the problems. You don't want to grow the fuck up. You want to be men, but when responsibility of a man comes around, somehow, some way, you want to get the dodging and ducking. You want to put it all on women and saying the women is the reason the community fucked up. And again, you're not wrong, but you're extreme. You're not wrong, but you're extreme. So I'm just gonna break down how y'all guys really be thinking when y'all do get hold of a woman or that's actively looking for a woman. I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all be thinking. I might be right and I might be wrong. So first up is emotional expression. See, as a young man, You was always told to be silent. You was always told to suppress your emotions, suppress your vulnerability. When you heard man up and grow the fuck up and all that good shit right there, that's it leads to an internalized belief that showing emotions is weak. I'm gonna say that again. When you was a little boy and the first time you fell and hurt yourself, you was told to man up. You probably told the man up about your dad, or you probably told the man up about your mama, grandmama, whoever was around you, the adult that was around you when you fell and hurt your hand, hurt your knee, bumped your head. They told you to man up, quit crying. You a boy. Boys don't cry. So as you got older and older and older, you was told to suppress your emotions. Boys don't cry. Men don't cry. So as an adult, the emotions can make getting with women challenging. Now, we know women are emotional creatures. We know that every day. Women are emotional. We know this. So you're being told as a young man not to be emotional while dealing with women that are emotional. And it's hard for you to connect with them. It's hard for you to express yourself to them because of the simple fact you was told not to express your emotions. So when women get into their emotional bag and trust they get in their emotional bag all the time, it's hard to get that connection. And the thing is, we care when women get in that bag. We care. But even though we care, we struggle to show that we care. We struggle to show that we care. We do care. We just struggle to show it. And it's not because we don't like y'all. It's not because we don't love women. It's because we haven't developed the vocabulary. We don't know what to say. So just this first one, the emotional expression. You've been told probably since birth that men don't cry, boys don't cry. That's girly. That's feminine. You acting like a girl. Man up. You've been told that as a young man. So now you're dealing with women or trying to deal with women, and you have a hard time connecting to them emotionally. And it's not because you don't want to do it, it's you don't know what to say to do. And for a lot of y'all, instead of you learning the vocabulary, instead of you learning the lingo, instead of you learning what to say, you like throwing your money around. I know y'all done heard this several times in the past 15 years is to get your money up. Get your money up. Work hard, get your paper. Go buy some shoes, go buy a purse, take on a nice trip, take it to a nice restaurant so you won't have to express yourself emotionally. You can just pay for it. Money gonna solve everything. But y'all do know money can't buy love. It can rent it out. Trust me, it can rent it out, but it can't buy it. And see, that's what we've been taught, and that's what's still being taught now is that instead of me telling you how I feel, instead of me telling you this, that, and the third, I just put a dollar sign on it so you can shut up. I just put a dollar sign on it. I just put a price tag on it so I don't have to deal with it. I just throw a couple of dollars in your direction so you can get out of my face instead of really telling you how I feel about a situation. And you don't feel safe. You don't feel like you can express yourself. You can't tell somebody you're scared. You're sad. You're disappointed. You can't tell the women nothing because you don't feel comfortable. You're not safe telling them because your whole life you've been told that expressing yourself emotionally is a feminine trait. You never learned how to express yourself. And that's one of the things that I learned that I was glad my mother instilled in me and my brother was that I'm gonna let you say what you need to say. I'm gonna let you get whatever you need to get off your chest. And I'm glad she did that. That's why I'm able to say the things I say now. That's why I'm able to talk the way I talk to my wife and my in-laws and my kids and whoever the case may be, because I'm already knowing it's like if I feel some type of way, I can say how I feel. And I don't care if you judge me. I don't care if you say, oh, you being sensitive or whatever the case may be. I said what I said. You can take it how you want to take it. I said what I said. If you don't like me expressing myself, then get the hell from around me. But you're not gonna silence me when I have issues. When I gotta say something, you're not gonna tell me to be quiet. And a lot of us men hasn't got the opportunity to express themselves as a young man because we was always told to man up and shut the hell up. And now you're dealing with women and you feel some type of way and you don't know how to say nothing because you never learned how to say anything. And the best way for you to tell somebody whatever is to put money in their face. Do something extravagant. Or on the other end, do something outlandish and outrageous to lash out. You can't say nothing. So it's either if you can't tell a female you like them or love them, because they're simping. You can't tell a female your problems because now you're bitching. And trust me, I understand. I understand, but I also be like, I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. I don't care how you feel. You can say I'm a simp because I talk nice to women. I don't care. I like talking nice to women. I like saying this, that, and the third to women. I get to say how I fucking feel. If I have a problem dealing with a woman, I say what the fuck I feel. And she can look at me how she want to look at me, and she can say what she want to say. I'll trust and believe. I've been married a long time. You don't think my wife ever told me to shut up because she didn't want to hear what the hell I had to say? You don't think my wife told me to be quiet and quit arguing with me and this? Like, no. Because a lot of times you start the argument, I let you get your shit off. And then once I start talking, you want me to be quiet. You don't want me to say nothing. I'm like, that ain't how that work. Now, I don't know what niggas you been dealing with before you met when you got up with me to where they let you get your shit off and they just be quiet. But a nigga like me, I'm going to talk my shit. I'ma talk my shit. If I like you, if I want to fuck with you, I'ma talk my shit. And I ain't scared of rejection. I'm letting you know what's up. So that's the first part with the psychology of you guys is that y'all don't know how to talk. You don't know how to express yourself. And you putting dollar signs behind your expressions. Cause just look at what's going on. When y'all liking a woman, y'all flying them out, barely know them, flying them out, taking them on shopping sprees, taking them to expensive restaurants, buying them whatever they want to get. No problem. You just swiping and swiping and swiping. You're dishing out bankroll after bankroll for women you don't even know just because you like them. In hopes of getting what? You can sit there and say it's to get a relationship, and other niggas gonna say just to get the pussy. Either way, you overspending. That's not my fault. That's not my generation fault for overspending. That's y'all. That's y'all. The one who I get his message to, the ones that need it, y'all the one overspending to get a female to like you. Because you don't know what to say to her. And then when she got an issue or she want to talk to you about something, you don't know what to say. You just throw some more dollars in her face. You just throw some more dollars in her face. You just buy her a new purse. Take on another trip or some shit like that because you ain't got time to talk about how she feeling and all that right there. And then a guy like me that had the time to listen and know all the right things to say at the right times can sneak up under you and steal your chick. And not because I got more money than you, it's because I actually took the time to listen to her problems. I actually had the time to listen to her and her issues and try to help her out with her issue. What they say, a shoulder to cry on is equal to a dick to ride on. Yeah, that's how that happens. That's how that be happening. You ain't got time to listen to her, and a nigga come in and listen to her, and they think you know Johnny done stole your girl. Call it dirty Mac and call it whatever you want to call it, but hey, if you ain't paying attention to your gal, another nigga is. If you ain't gonna pay attention, if you ain't gonna pay attention to her, another dude is. And she gonna be with old boy all because you didn't know what to say to her. And then on top of that, the other side of that situation is this right here. You kind of throwing money at the girl. You ain't doing them but buying her loyalty. And then somebody with a bigger bag come along and outspends you. Now she gone in the wind. And in both situations, you know what to say. Oh, and don't get in one of them situations like this the couple that just passed away. The deletion and the the self deletion and deletion that just happened on not too long ago. If y'all know, y'all know. If y'all know, y'all know. You don't know what to say to this chick because this chick doing you all type of dirty. All type of dirty. And you staying. Cause you ain't man enough to tell her shit and you too weak to leave. And now you done took her and you off the map because you didn't know how to deal with a situation. You ain't know how to man up in a situation, and the best out was for you to take both of y'all out. All because you didn't know what to say. You knew how to out her. You knew how to talk about how many different dudes and even females she was dealing with behind your back. In your face. Having STDs and you can't leave. You can't do nothing. Like, what the hell you doing, bro? You staying for this shit? You staying for this shit? That little pussy has some power, I guess. That little pussy has some power. Had you crashing out, but you couldn't leave her alone. You couldn't tell her how you really felt about her doing what she was doing while you were locked up or whatever the case may be. You dealt with it. You dealt with it. And this is a problem with a lot of you guys now. Y'all deal with shit like that because you don't know how to stand up and be a man. See, one thing when you hurt yourself and you start crying and all that, right then they tell you to man up, but that suppresses this shit based on the adult. So now when you in the fucked up situation with a woman and you need to stand up, you don't know how to stand up. You don't know how to express yourself, and you end up in bad situations. You either lose your gal because you don't know what to say. You either lose your gal because you put money in her face and somebody outspends you. You lose your gal because she walks all over you and you acting like a doormat. And all she needs you to do is man the fuck up. But I forget, expressing yourself is feminine. Expressing yourself is bitch made. But yet and still y'all come on this motherfucker every day expressing yourself. But you can't express yourself to the motherfucker that's right in your face. Okay. I'll let you have that one. Number 2. The need for respect over admiration. See, both men and women want to be loved on. Men and women want to be held. They want to be kissed on and all that good shit right there. But see, us men, even though we want to be loved and cared for and all that, we place a higher value on respect. It's okay if you like me. It's okay if you love me. Respect me. I get it. I get it. I'm willing to crash out for respect. You're not going to disrespect me. I feel you. I'm saying, well, you're not going to disrespect me. I don't care how pretty you is, how thick you is, how good the pussy is. I don't care about none of that when you disrespecting me. All that can go out the window. You're not finna disrespect me just because I like how you look. You're not finna do that. And when you get respected by a woman, you feel more, I'm able to do shit, I'm more competent. When a woman respects you, you feel like you can conquer the world now. You feel like she trusts you because she respects you. You feel good when she recognizes you doing something good for her, when you're doing something good for the house or whatever the case may be. When all this praise and shit like that, that make you feel good. It's she respects you. The praise feel good. You don't care if she like you or not. You just want her to praise you. I hear it all the time. I hear it every day. You don't care if she like you. You just want her to respect you. Cool. Got you. I got you. But the lack of respect, especially when y'all going back and forth, and you know what I'm talking about, y'all. It amazes me and amuses me at the same time is that when I look at these panels, when there's a man and a woman up there and they have a difference in the topic. When they have a difference in the topic, You see what happens when she say one thing and he disagree with her. Oh, she disrespecting me because I'm the man. How dare her say something different than me? How dare her belittle what I just said? And it's just opinions. Ain't no concrete evidence. Ain't no fact. It's an opinion. But because she has a different opinion than you, she see things differently than you. You look at that as being disrespectful. And either one or two things gonna happen. And I seen it both. One, you get defensive when she disagree with you or disrespect you. You either get real defensive or you don't say shit. And I done seen it both. I done seen men call women out their name just for the simple fact they quote unquote disrespected them. And I done seen men actually be quiet, don't say nothing, take themselves out of the conversation altogether because a woman had a different opinion than them. Either you want to argue because she feel disrespected because she don't agree with you, or you don't even want to talk because she disagree with you or disrespected you. Pick struggle. Either you want to be Rambo or whatever type of dude you want to be and just flat foot argue with the chick all day just to make sure she agree with you, or sit up there and say something, she say something back and you ain't got nothing else to say. Now, one thing about me, and like I tell y'all a lot of times, is that I have to tell y'all my life in order for y'all to get right. And I just said that me and my wife can have an argument, and if we disagree, we disagree. But I'm not arguing with her because she disrespecting me. I'm arguing with her because she's trying to put something on my jacket that don't belong. It's a difference. Now, you might want to say that's a level of disrespect, and I ain't gonna argue with you on that. But majority of the times is you trying to put something on my jacket. You trying to put something on me that don't belong. And I admit to doing a lot of dumbass shit. I admit to being an asshole. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never shied away from telling y'all the truth. I do a lot of dumbass shit. That much is true. But I'm also like, don't put nothing on me that I know I didn't do. That's where a lot of our arguments come in at. Now, the time that I don't argue with her, it ain't because I feel disrespected. It's that I ain't got nothing to say. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you argue with yourself. I'm gonna go chill. I'm gonna go smoke this blunt. I'm gonna go play 2K or football. I'm gonna listen to some music, watch YouTube, go outside and get some fresh air. I'm gonna do something else besides sit up there and argue with you, because I know if I argue with you and I really don't want to argue with you and you trying to make me argue with you, it's gonna go crazy. I don't want to argue. Don't force me to argue. Don't force me to argue with you. So again, if I'm arguing with her, it's because she putting on something on my jacket that don't belong. If I ain't arguing with you, ain't because I'm scared to say anything, because I don't want to say anything, because I'm already known how I feel at this point in time. It's best for me to walk away and go do something else than to sit there and argue with you. And like I said, a lot of times, if y'all would have called me 20 years ago, y'all would have heard the bad temper, the short temper. Y'all would have been heard. Y'all would have been saw it. This is a watered down version. This is the grown man version of Big Dog. Not the young nigga version, not the YN version of Big Dog. This the OG version of Big Dog. So now when I don't want to argue, I'm not gonna argue. I'm just gonna pull myself away, go do something else till I calm down. We can disagree all motherfucking day. I don't look at it as disrespect. But like I said, you're not gonna put something on my jacket that don't belong. And if I don't want to argue, I'm not gonna argue. Simple as that. But see, this is what I realized about you niggas is that y'all respond better when the answers have dignity in it more than emotions, more logic than the feelings. And I get it because women are emotional creatures. But again, y'all defeat y'all argument when y'all know they're emotional creature and you expect an emotional creature to speak with logic when they're in their feelings. How does that work? And when they in their feelings and you trying to solve a situation and they're in their feelings, they're not going to think logically. They're going to think with their heart. And more times than not, they might call you a name. They might call you a broke ass nigga, weak ass nigga, little dick ass nigga. They'll do it. I'm not above it. I'd have been called plenty of names by women in my life. Shit. That's why I sit up and like, man, I'm used to that type of shit. That shit don't bother me no more. I done heard that shit for 30 years. That shit don't bother me. I done got immune to it. I didn't even tell guys now, like, man, that shit a turn on at times for them to talk crazy to me. It's like, hey, that's a diffuse the whole situation when I tell them that type of shit. Like, oh man, that's sexy. Niggas look at me like I can't deal with that shit. I defuse the situation. I know they're gonna talk crazy. It's cool. But see, y'all done built up this resentment toward women over time because that's all they did was talk crazy to you. You never adjusted. You never figured it out. Is that it really was a defense mechanism. It really was they feeling some type of way, and they ain't got they know what to say to hurt your feelings. They don't know what to say to make the situation sound better. But the problem is this right here. What I have with you guys is this right here. You want to be the leaders. And I said it numerous times today because I'm smarter than most women. I'm stronger than most women. I'm supposed to be the leader in a discussion. But being the leader also requires that I show up for high pressure situations. And see, the problem that a lot of you guys is y'all want to be the leader. You want to be in charge until a high pressure situation arises. And it's just like when I was coaching basketball, and I'm a big basketball fan, basketball coach, all that type of shit. You can't be bragging, talking about you're the star. You can't be bragging, talking about how cold you is. In practice, you showing your ass, and scrimmages, you showing your ass, and now we're in a pressure situation. It's 10 seconds left on the clock. We down by a point. That's a 1 point. I ain't gonna put you in a 3-point shooting situation. I'm put you in a shot situation. We down by a point, 10 seconds left on the clock. You supposed to be the nigga. You supposed to be the one. You the guy. And I put the ball in your hands. 10 seconds left. You're not finna sit up there and do all this bragging and talking shit and pumping and beating on your chest and all that good shit right there. And then when I tell you to shoot the shot to win the game, you pass the ball. How? Make that make sense. You that guy. You the next coming to Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, whoever your favorite player is. You that guy. You done pattern your game after your favorite player. You got they move down pat, you add a little extra sauce to your crossover, all that good shit. And I hear this all day in practice, in scrimmages. I hear your mouth all day talking about how cold you is, and I put the ball in your hand with 10 seconds left, and all we needed 2 points to win, and you pass the ball. And now your teammates that done heard you talk all this shit, day in, day out, every practice, every scrimmage, they done heard you talk all this shit, and you passed up the game-winning shot, but you the man. And now they talking shit because you didn't take the game-winning shot. And now you mad at your teammates for poking fun at you after you done sat there and told your teammates you the best player on the team. You the best player on the team. You passed up an opportunity to be the GOAT. You passed up an opportunity to hit the crucial shot. You were wide open. All you had to do was pull up. I ain't asked you for a 3. All you had to do was get to the rim. You had to do something, get 2 points. Shit, you could have pulled up and got 5. Go to the line, make the free throws. You passed up the opportunity to be immortalized. You passed up an opportunity for everybody in the bleachers to cheer. You passed up the opportunity to be that nigga. And then get mad when folks get to talking about you being scared. You were scared to take the shot. Why you scared to take the shot? You scared you're gonna miss? You ain't want the people to look at you and say, oh, he ain't that guy. I done seen my son over his basketball career, middle school, high school, AAU. I seen my son take shots. I done seen him take shots to win games. I done seen him take shots to tie games. I seen him take plenty of shots. And one thing my son was, he was never scared of the moment. Never scared of the moment. He had enough confidence, like it's either gonna go in or it's not. But I ain't scared to shoot the shot. So he has every right to say, I'm that nigga. When he playing against his partners, when he playing against other teams and shit like that, he has every right in the world to say, I'm that nigga because I ain't scared of the big moment. What's going on, Queen? Congratulations again to your son for graduation, man. That was a big thing. I know you're a proud mama right now. You know what I'm saying? I know you feel good about that to see your son walk across this stage. So congratulations again to your boy. You know what I'm saying? It's a good. I like to see that. You know what I'm saying? That I felt the same way you felt when I saw my son walk across stage. It's a wonderful moment. But he got 4 more years, Queen. So I wish the best of luck for him. You know what I'm saying? But again, my son never was scared to take the big shot. So he has every right to say he that nigga. And it was so many players over his life to telling him that he was shaky, he was scared, he was this. I'm like, no, he ain't. No, he not. He's not scared like y'all scared. Y'all go out on the court, y'all see guys that's a little bit taller, can make shots and did. Y'all petrified. My son like put the ball on the floor. Let's go. He gonna have to beat me. Because I'm confident enough to do what I do on the floor. That's y'all. You want to be the GOAT. You want to be great. But when the pressure situation arises and a woman tells you to be great, you pass the ball. And then when a woman see you pass the ball, and after all that shit talking, all that beating on your chest and shit like that, she see you pass the ball, she say something bad. Now you want to get mad at her for calling you out on your fake greatness. Now you want to argue with her. Now you want to call her bitches and hoes and shit like that because of your fake greatness. Your fake greatness. It sounds good when you take the shot and you miss, and she like, oh, you tried. You tried. You know, some shots don't fall. You had so many guards and you and she can understand, like, when it makes sense on why you took the shot and missed the shot, she ain't got an issue with that. She's like, at least you took it. The same way a female will tell you it's a pressure situation, I need you to stand up as a man. And if you stand up and if you fail, she ain't got a problem with you falling on your face as long as you try. She understands. Now she might throw a little joke in every now and then, but she know what the plan. She know what it is. She's like, hey, you tried. It didn't work. You tried. It did work. She like it more that you tried. And see what happens then for you not to try. Then she get to talking shit because you didn't try. Now you're mad at her talking shit, but nigga, you passed the ball. What you expect for her to do? Not say nothing? When you sit up here saying you Kobe? No, that's not how that shit works. But again, I'm just breaking down y'all psychology. I'm breaking down how y'all think. Would you say you were fighting Tyria Queen? Yeah, I mean, it's a joyous moment, Queen. Enjoy it. Go take that boy out to eat. Go take that boy out to eat. Go get that young man a nice plate. I know you'll cook for him, but you know, go spend a couple dollars on your son. Go buy that man a steak. But yeah, a lot of y'all want to be Kobe, but you scared to take the shot. And then get mad when somebody tell you ain't that nigga. Show them different. Take the shot. It ain't gonna hurt you. It be his character. Number 3, purpose and partnership. See, for you Gen X, you millennials, you Gen Z, you boomers, whoever listening to this, any man listening to this. But a lot of y'all that's in y'all prime right now, y'all driven by y'all purpose. At least y'all supposed to be. You know, I can't be mad at the red pill content creator, the manosphere content creators that tell you to get on your purpose. I agree. Get on your grind, get on your hustle. Get on your purpose. I agree with that 100%. But when it comes down to relationships, a successful relationship relies on whether or not your woman aligns or goes against what you're trying to do. And see, that part right there is what I say a lot of times, like, y'all don't even hold these conversations with women. Y'all have goals and man, y'all have values and morals and all this where you're supposed to. But you don't have enough time to see is this woman that's in your face that you found attractive. Y'all don't even want to hold the conversation to see do she align with what you're trying to do. All you know is she pretty. All you know is she thick. And you just hope the mouth and the pussy good. To be perfectly honest, you ain't got time to figure out to do y'all work. And I've said on numerous occasions, it was like when me and my wife got together, we had a lot of things in common. We had a lot of goals we were trying to reach. We had a lot of things that we wanted to do together. Even though I was how I was, she was how she was, we wanted a lot of things together. We was on the same path. We might well take it two different directions, two different paths, but we were going to the same direction. We were going to the same location. You feel what I'm saying? And what you want is a woman that can support you, that has her emotions in check, and wait for it, intelligence. Now, y'all love to say y'all don't value a woman's education, y'all don't value how smart a woman is and all that right there. But you want her to be supportive. You don't want her to put you on no emotional roller coaster. Why you don't want her to be smart? Because when you got a woman that's them three, supportive, got her emotions in check, and has some sense, that's a powerful weapon on your side. That's a dangerous weapon on your side, that you got a woman like that know how to keep her calm and cool in these high pressure situations, that support you in everything you do, and got enough sense, that know how to move. That's a powerful weapon on your side, bro. Powerful weapon. But if you kind of feel like she criticizing you, you feel like you ain't got control of the situation no more. See, again, having this type of woman on your side is powerful. You just don't want her to say nothing. Because now if she say something, you feel like you ain't got no control of the situation. And we see it every day on these panels. You'll sit there and say you admire, you respect a woman's this, that, and the third, but then when she throw out a little criticism, excuse me. When she throw out a little criticism, you feel like, oh, I can't do nothing with this woman. She's unruly. She's too independent, whatever the case may be. I ain't got no control over. Why? Because in these relationships, when you got a woman like that on your side, that's the extra. That's the extra. Y'all fighting with these women that can provide the extra to make your life a little bit better. Like I said, you supposed to be grinding by yourself. You supposed to be the man. You gonna be with or without the woman. You supposed to be on your shit before you even get with the woman. You supposed to be on your purpose before you even get with the woman. So if you get a woman that's supportive, smart, got her emotions in check, ain't on this lifetime drama shit, that's a weapon. But you want to sit there and say it's a problem because she got something to say. It becomes a lot of friction. There's a lot of friction going on in the relationship now. Instead of y'all progressing, it's a lot of friction. Because you feel like you don't run the relationship no more. And that's why y'all are always saying, be my peace. Be my inspiration. Be my stability. Don't come to give me that emotional bullshit. Think about that. You want the same women y'all say y'all don't want. What nigga? I've always said I like a small woman. I like a small woman. I like a woman that's gonna bag me up. Now, if I'm wrong, if you know I'm wrong, don't bag me up, because let me crash out by myself when I'm on some bullshit. Don't support that. Support the shit that's gonna benefit us in the right way. Don't support my bullshit. You know, and dealing with women, yes, they gonna throw their emotions out, but you ain't gotta be on no emotional roller coaster. Now you ain't gotta take me all the way up and take me all the way down. No. I know you're gonna give me some emotions though, but you ain't gonna give me that. That's a weapon. That's a weapon that I got on my side. I got that on my side right now. You feel what I'm saying? And this woman been my side for the longest. She been by my side for the longest. That's why I be up here popping my shit sometimes about some of the shit I done did in my life with this woman. Because she was right there. We had our ups and downs, but she's been right there. She's my weapon. She's my wife. She got my back. She might say I did some little dumb ass shit, and I will agree with her. I'm like, yeah, you're right. If it sit up and argue with you, you right. I did that stupid ass shit. You right. You absolutely correct. But again, she bring me my peace. It's a lot of time when I get in the bed, I have to touch my wife just for me to get comfortable, just for me to go to sleep. That's peace. I remember when I was rapping, it was a couple of songs I did where I used her as the inspiration for the song. And she knew I used her for inspiration for a verse. She knew that shit. She soon she heard, she like, yeah, I already know what you talking about. Yeah. Just right now, like when I go live, a lot of time when I talk about relationship, I use my wife as inspiration. Like I tell y'all all the time, I can't tell y'all shit without me telling y'all how I do shit. She my inspiration at times. She is. Now she supports me when I need to be supported. I don't, she support me on my YouTube journey. She ain't support me when I was doing what I was doing in the streets. But it is what it is. She my inspiration, she my stability. She don't put me on this up and down roller coaster every day. I don't go through that. So again, we have a lot of issues. Y'all arguing with the women that y'all really want to be with it just because of masculinity. Your lack of able to express you can't express yourself. You want to argue all the time. You can't stand motherfucking criticizing and critiquing you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have constant friction when you hear something you don't like. Is that really the women or is that you? Because I will admit, it's like, yeah, you got some terrible women in the world. That is a truth. That's not a lie. That's the truth. But again, like I've always said, it's an over exaggeration. She might be a piece of shit to me. She might treat you like a king. That's reality. That's reality. She might do everything you want her to do without hesitation. And she might give me a motherfucking problem. It is what it is. You're not complaining when she do everything you want her to do. You'll hear me complain. But when the shoe on the other foot and I got somebody that's doing everything I need them to do, no hesitation, and you got the problem, I got to hear your problem. That's reality. That's reality. And a lot of your reality is based off your past, your upbringing, your family, past relationships, the trauma you still toting is why you always in these messed up situations. It ain't always because she's a bad woman. It's because you ain't fucking fixed yourself. And everything turned combative because you ain't fixed yourself. intimacy. And yes, intimacy, touch, sex, whatever y'all want to call it, is important. That goes on both sides. Men want to have sex, women want to have sex. And I honestly believe that women like sex more than men, because when you look at it, even though men might spend more money on the strippers and the OnlyFans and shit like that, the adult toys, they got that. They spend plenty of money for them little things they had in their drawers and up under their beds and shit like that. They spend plenty of them. Just ain't cheap. They not cheap. I can tell you that off the muscle. They ain't cheap. So yeah, sex is important. And it's very important to us. Very important. But truth be told, that ain't the only thing niggas want. Niggas do want to be in love. Niggas want to be romantic. We might sit up there and talk all this shit. Yeah, I'm finna go power drive this jump, man. I'm just finna go and get these back shots. And yeah, we talk that shit. But it's pretty funny is that after you talked all this shit and you went in there and smashed out, you think you took your little Viagra, your little Bluetooth, whatever the case may be. You do your little adult star moves in the mirror and shit like that. Hope she let you record some of the shit. After you go through all that, it's pretty funny that you want to be booed up in the bed. You want to be booed up in the bed. You want to rub all on it and shit like that. You don't wipe it off with the towel. You might even lay in the wet spot. You went through all that talking shit. You better go do her something dirty up and a beat that puss up type shit. And now you sitting up in that motherfucker all booed up, rubbing on it and shit like that, playing with her face and shit like that. Like, yeah, nigga, you a sucker too. You a sucker for love too. You ain't just go did and gone. I'm just gonna go and smash and get the fuck up out of it. Nah, you gonna smash. You gonna sit and chill for a minute. You gonna sit and chill for a minute. You gonna ask her if she hungry. You gonna do all that good shit. You want something about the refrigerator. It ain't just, she be go there and make me a sandwich. Nah. You gonna get your ass up. You go like, you want something out of the kitchen? Come on now. I'm married. I know. I know. Y'all niggas ain't long stroker like y'all say y'all easy just getting the fuck out. Nah. Y'all ain't doing it like y'all say y'all doing it. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. And and a lot of times after you smash, guess what? All that extra shit after you smash, all that is like that you can't tell her how you really feel after you done made a nut about 3-4 times and she done had a little orgasm. What going on, Sis Red? What's up, Zyrex? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? You can't tell her how you really feel. After you done beat that puss up, you can't tell her how you really feel. You like her, you love her. And it crazy is that you'll sit up there and call her a whole joint, whole little freak. But then you talking nice to her. You want to, you slick trying to nut up inside and make her your baby mama. But she a joint to your partners. Okay, cool. Got it. You got it. I know different. So after all that, and now y'all sitting up in the wet spot, you went and go get that Gatorade out the refrigerator, whatever the case may be. You doing all little touching and feeling on and shit like that. She trying to like, boy, go stop trying to go to sleep. Now I'm tired. Shit. Got what you wanted. Let me go to sleep. All that good shit. You want to keep playing with that shit like that. Nigga, that's all you just showing you like her. You like her more than you're telling me you like her. You telling her you like her more than you're telling your partners you like her. Cause you doing all the extra shit. You doing all the extra bullshit. That's how y'all get caught up with these females that y'all say ain't shit. Cause they gave y'all that pussy for a good time. And now you don't know how to act. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. And all that is that it make you feel some type of way that when you get to playing with they has after you smash. When you get to rubbing on them and talking to them and shit. Well, not even talking to them, just touching on them and shit like that. It make you feel some type of way. It reaffirms that she like you. It confirms that she like you. She might like you a lot. She might like you. She might not like you at all. She might just like the dick. But it makes you feel some type of way that she's responsive to your touches and this, that, and the third. And you feel good. You feel like you done knocked the wall down and she valued that dick. Yeah, I got you. Now, this the problem. And this is where we fuck up it as men when it come down to this part right here, the intimacy, is that if you feeling some type of way, you'll go in there and smash. Or you be like, I don't even want to fuck with you at all. And I know myself, it's like, it been plenty of times I've been mad at my wife. I ain't doing shit. I ain't no. I know how to say no. I ain't gotta do nothing. Shit, you mad at me, I'm mad at you. I'm not gonna do nothing. I ain't just gonna be hidden to be hidden. Like I ain't gonna feel it no type of way. Now, again, if I'm paying for it, I do how I want to do it. I know I done spend a couple of dollars on one night stand and it is what it is. No emotions involved. None whatsoever. I don't feel no type of way toward this female when I was doing that little dumbass shit. Like shit. She want this high little dollar. She want this little blunt or whatever the case may be. She gonna let me go and bust it down. All right, cool. No harm, no foul. I don't like her. She don't like me. Shit. It was an even exchange. But see, y'all be so caught up in having to get sex all the motherfucker time. Even when she pissed you out, you still want to fuck. You still want to fuck. She mad at you. You like, oh, you can't withhold sex from me. I don't care how mad you is. Hey, you gotta give me some. If I don't get none, I'm gonna go out there and get me some more from somebody else. Cause you won't give me none. Nah, that's not how that shit work. That's not how that shit work. I swear that's not how that shit work. But again, and y'all heard it, Queen, Sexy Red, Zyrax, I done heard these niggas talk. It's mandatory they get pussy. If they don't get nothing else out of it, they gotta get that box. And if you don't give it to them, guess what they say? I'ma exercise my options to go fuck off. And if I'm a high value nigga, if I'm able to pay all your bills and take you here, there, and everywhere, you should be okay with me fucking out with other women. Yeah. Yeah. Which says mandatory that they breathe. I agree. But that's how they talk. It's mandatory that they get their box. They don't care if you mad at them. They don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear that shit. If they pissed off at you, they still like, man, instead of just saying, hey, I ain't gonna smash, I'm back up, she bad at me, I'm mad at her, I ain't no, nah, I'm still gonna want to smash. Like, no, that's not how that work. That's not how that work. I mean, I know y'all would like for it to be like that on a consistent basis and trust and believe. It's some women that don't care. It's a lot of women that been in that position. I know my wife was in that position when we first started talking. She's like, if I'm mad at her, she mad at me, she still had to give me something. I told her, like, you ain't gotta give me none if you mad at me. I told her this shit. I also told her she ain't had to wash my clothes. Now, call me crazy, I guess. I don't know, but I told her a long time ago when we first started talking, like, if you mad at me, If you mad at me and I get to touching and rubbing and shit like that, you ain't gotta give me none. I ain't gonna take it from you. It ain't mandatory. I know sooner or later you'll get over it, and then when you get over it, I'm gonna go and get it. But then if you mad at me, I ain't gonna make you give it to me. And she like, I ain't never heard a dude tell me that before. I'm like, hey, I'm different. I ain't gonna make you do something you don't want to do just to satisfy my carnal desires. I'm not gonna make you do something that you don't want to do just so I can get my dick wet. No, I know how to restrain. And if I can't restrain, I know how to go get a bottle of lotion and some toilet paper. If that push come to shove, if it's really like that, I ain't, it is what it is. But yeah, you got to get the box no matter what. And commitment. It's I don't know. Is it high risk, high reward, low risk, high reward, high risk, low reward, low risk, low reward? Like, how you want to look at commitment? How do guys want to look at commitment? Because from what I'm hearing now is you want relationships, you want loyalty, you want respect, you want women to act a certain motherfucker way, but you also say there's no benefit in getting married. It don't benefit the man to get married. It don't benefit the man for this. It don't benefit the man for that. But you also say, this is what I want. I want my woman. I want this. I want that. I'm confused. At both sides of your mouth, you'll say you want women, you love women, you this. Oh, and some of you guys be like, oh, I'm gonna get married, I want to get married, all that good shit right there. Okay, cool, I got you. But then you'll turn right around and say, marriage don't benefit me. Marriage don't benefit me. So why are you asking for marriage if you feel like it's not beneficial to you if you asking for it? It's crazy. And I understand it's a lot of, if you want to look at the high risk, yeah, you're looking at putting all your feelings and emotions into this female. You're looking at putting a lot of money into this female. You're looking at social media and judging your relationship based off social media. I understand. I understand. And a lot of men, they fear commitment. And it's not because they fear commitment, because they don't want love. Don't let these guys fool y'all. They don't want to love. They don't want love. They don't want commitment, because commitment means loss of freedom. What I've been saying for a long time, the loss of freedom, the loss of purpose, the loss of peace. See, it sounds good to tell women they looking for love. It sounds good to say they want relationships and all that. And I have said this on numerous occasions, like, you niggas don't want love. Y'all niggas don't want committed relationships and shit like that. Because you don't want to lose your freedom. I've been said this. I've been called niggas out for this shit. It sound good, but you don't want it, because that means being monogamous to one woman. And just like when they say women see all these different dudes pass them, and like, they ain't blind. Of course they gonna find a nigga attractive. It's on what they do after they find the nigga attractive. They going or they ain't. But to sit there and say that she don't find another nigga attractive outside of you, that's stupid. So the same way y'all sit there and talk about the women, how they look at dudes, the same way y'all look at the women. You get with a woman and still be looking at other women. And just like you say, they feel like they trapped and can't go nowhere and shit like that. They got all, you feel the same way. you get in a relationship, but then you feel like, did I make the right choice? Because I didn't see Shawty walk down the street and she looked better than what I got on my arm. Did I make the right choice? And it's not because you scared of love. Nah, you scared of losing your freedom. You scared of losing your purpose. You scared of a whole lot of things. It ain't love. You ain't scared of love. You scared of freedom. You scared of losing freedom. That's what they really scared of. Excuse me. And then on top of that, and I've said this over and over again, it's like when y'all hear the marriage rates going down, the divorce rates going up, child support, all the skits and shit y'all see on social media, that don't do nothing but fuel the fire. That don't do nothing but double down on shit y'all already feel. You already don't want to commit because you scared you're gonna fuck around and commit to the wrong person. And then when you hear all this bullshit every day, all day, every day on these panels about the white, that black women that hide divorce, they don't like when y'all hear all this shit over and over again, and for let y'all tell it 15 years. Y'all been hearing the same shit for 15 years. Day in, day out for 15 years. Constantly throwing numbers in your face. Constantly throwing child support in your face. Constantly bringing up shit from TikTok and Instagram. Tweets. TV shows, all types of shit. Y'all constantly seeing this shit. They constantly throwing this shit in your face day in and day out. All that shit is making you more and more scared to put your foot in the water. And that's all I be hearing is niggas be talking about, I seen it on this show. I seen this on TikTok. I seen this on Instagram. I seen it in this movie. I seen it. I'm like, have you ever experienced it? Have you ever went out there and experienced it? And if you have experienced, what did you learn? What did you do right? What did you do wrong? Whatever you did wrong, did you correct? Was it your fault? Was it her fault? Was it a combination of the both? Or you one of them individuals that never tried, and because of social media and because of all the numbers and the stats and everything like that, you're not going to try because you're scared that you're going to fuck around and catch something that's terrible. Right. So anyway, in conclusion, nothing get ready to get up off here. I appreciate everybody coming through. You know what I'm saying? In conclusion, a lot of y'all men have to understand y'all are evolving. See what it is y'all love to talk about modern women, but y'all modern men too. And the problem is y'all still want to hold on to that shit from the 50s or granddad or great granddad, how they did shit. Y'all still holding on to that shit. While also talking about men need to be heard, men need to be seen, men need to be valued, and all that type of shit right there. While simultaneously saying, I want to be the provider and the protector and the problem solver. I don't need to be seen. I don't need to be heard. I don't need to be valued. But I also want to be seen, want to be heard, and want to be valued. Make it make sense. But you got to adapt. You got to adjust. What I got going on for the rest of the day? I don't know. You at work, Queen, or whatever the case may be? Because my schedule really open. I mean, whenever my wife get home, I ain't cook. She want me to cook this salmon, but I told her, I said no, because I already know how you is. If If I cook it and you don't like it, I don't want to hear your mouth. So I'd rather for you to cook it and cook it how you want to cook it. But yeah, the men of today, y'all struggling with trying to keep hold of tradition and also want to be modernized. The same shit y'all say women do is that they not traditional, they want to be modern. Y'all holding on to tradition while trying to be modern. It's vice versa. They're not traditional, they want to be modern. You're holding on to traditional while trying to be modern. Make that make sense? You'll sit there and say women trying to make you do all the traditional shit that y'all say y'all still want to do in this modern world, to where they modern, they do what the fuck they want to do, and you want to be seen and heard and valued too. You don't want to just be the bank account. You don't want to just be the silent man in the house and just let wifey and the kid do whatever the fuck they want to do, and you just sit back and chill. Nah. You want to have something to say too in 2025. You want something to say too. But you gotta, like, and I said this a long time ago, y'all have to get out of that shit. I'm like, the women are going backwards. They're not going back to the kitchen. They're not gonna get attached to the bed. They're not going for all that shit that used to happen back in the day. They're not. And you have to accept it. Ever since I've been watching this shit for the past 6 years, all I heard is winter coming. I'm like, when is coming? What catastrophic disaster is gonna make these women go backwards? They lose DEI. They still working. They losing food stamps. They still eating. Like, they still surviving. They still thriving. They still doing what they want to do. And I ain't seen winter yet. I don't know when it's coming. Y'all can't even convince me it's still coming. Every time something happen that you feel like gonna put the women back, they still doing their thing. And you get to searching for any content on social media to prove your narrative. But I'm like, that's one woman out of how many? That's one woman out of how many? That don't prove shit to me. That just prove that you found one woman that's going through the struggle that you keep putting on all the women in the West. Gotcha. You gotta learn how to talk. Learn how to express yourself. Learn how to communicate. Quit trying to put dollars in somebody's face all the time so you can avoid a conversation. Stop doing that shit. Stop thinking you can buy your way out of a conversation. Stop thinking you can buy a female loyalty, buy a female respect, buy a female's body, and then get mad when somebody with a bigger bank take the female you spending money on. Or get mad at the female when the nigga that ain't got all the shit you doing slide up under your nose and take your female. Stop this shit. Learn how to talk. Learn how to conversate with your woman, bro. Learn how to talk. And find you a woman that understand what you're going through. It's easier for you to find a woman that understand what you're going through instead of trying to beat all the women in submission to follow the plan. It's way easier to find this one particular woman that you need instead of trying to tell all the women to act a certain motherfucker way so all the men can win. No, that's not how life works. Do I like hard cooking? Man, I don't know, Queen, because truth be told, we got the shit out of Kroger yesterday. It's already seasoned and everything. And she was like, the instructions on the package. And I ain't fucked up about cooking and shit like that. But I looked at the package and there's nothing on the package. I see the expiration date. I see how much the fish cost and all that right there. And there's no instructions for me to follow. So instead of me trying to, do whatever culinary skills I got to make this fish, I'm just like, I don't want to fuck it up. And then I had to hear her mouth talking about, oh, you ain't cooking long enough, you cooked it too long. And I'm like, I'd rather for you to go and cook it so you can cook it how you want to cook it and enjoy it how you want to enjoy it. Because the last thing I want to do is hear her mouth about some fish. I don't cook the fish no way. Now it's the little shit we get out of Sam Club, the little stuffed salmon. I'll cook that. But anything else, when it comes down to seafood, catfish, salmon, crab legs, shrimp, man, you cook that shit. I'll cook the little stuffed seafood, the stuffed salmon and shit we get out of Sam Club. That's easy. All I gotta do is cut the oven on, put that shit in the oven. But anything else involving seafood, I let her do it. So I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, instead of trying to convince all the women to act a certain way, go find the one woman that's gonna act the way you need her to act. You'll be all right. I promise you will. I promise you will. And guys, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all don't have to have it figured all the way out at this crossroads of life when you coming from your childhood, puberty, young man into being this older man that got responsibilities and shit like that. You ain't gotta have it all figured out. You just gotta be real with yourself. You gotta be real with yourself. You gotta know what you're capable of doing and what you ain't capable of doing. You can't worry about it. You can't worry about shit you know can happen. You can't be worried about how much the nigga before you spent or didn't spend on this female you're talking to. Be cautious. You know what I'm saying? Be very cautious. The red flags are always around. Just be real with yourself and what type of man you is, bro. And I promise you, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna get the woman you want. You're gonna have the relationship you want if you just be real with yourself, stay on your purpose, stay on your grind, do what you gotta do, and go find the woman that's aligning with what you want to do in life. Anything that's worth getting is worth going through. You gotta struggle. You gotta find it. It ain't gonna pop in your lap. You gotta dig for it. You gotta dig for it. But like I said earlier, in this situation, it's pressure. And either you gonna pull up and do what you gotta do to win the game, or you gonna pass the ball and let somebody else shoot the shot. And if they hit, you have nobody to blame but yourself when the girls be running to that nigga. You had nobody to blame but yourself when you pass the ball to another guy and he hit the shot. And now all the cheerleaders running to him and putting him up, rubbing on his back and telling him, "Hey, we're gonna have a threesome later on. You down?" Could have been you. Anyway, I appreciate y'all coming through. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I appreciate everybody comment. And yeah, I'm gonna get up with y'all good people. Maybe Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday for sure. Anyway, I'll let y'all.